You guys have your phones on vibrate or silent or something?
Mine's on extra loud.
Perfect.
I'm expecting a call.
Going live.
I'm expecting a call from Mom, so I will not be muting my phone tonight. My mother needs to let me know if the fucking laundry is done.
We just went live, guys. Live. I just got a SMS message.
From Los Angeles, California.
Oh, cool.
Whoa. Oh, look at that.
Not Guam?
Live, guys.
They're doing that other stuff.
We're live. Garrett just saw that we're live.
It's an SMS message on my phone.
You got a weird meal going on. Protein bar and a Caribbean cruise drink.
Caribbean breeze.
Ah. This week's podcast is brought to you by kale. It is a superfood.
It's true. It's brain food.
It antioxidizes your brain, makes you smarter. It oxidizes your skin, makes you prettier.
What else is a superfood?
Blueberries,
that's right.
blackberries, and
beeswax.
Beeswax.
And what do I have? None of yours. None of your beeswax. You ever had somebody say that to you?
Never for once.
Instead of business.
None of your that's none of your beeswax.
It's none of your beeswax, mister.
That's like a buttercreamer kind of move.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. Kevin says no.
Kevin, our buttercreamer judge, says no, Garrett.
Why the fuck are you making me look bad?
The buttercreamers would not say that.
You know we're live, don't you?
I showed you not the one making you look bad.
I showed you
just
the
go
fucking
theme. Just theme song.
Truth. It's you could slit my throat, and with my one last gasping breath, I'd apologize for bleeding on your shirt. And all I need to know is that there is no you, there is only me. There is no you, there is only me. There is no you.
Welcome back. This week's theme song is the pinnacle of this band's career. That's right, 9 Inch Nails, baby.
There is no you, there is only me.
That's your favorite
Their
song.
biggest hit.
It's Rocco's favorite Min song.
Garrett and I saw 9 Inch Nails Friday night, and on the way up, all day long, I kept making a joke. Hey, do you think they're going to play There Is No You, There Is Only Me?
What's that song
The name of
called?
the song's Only.
Only.
It's off of
But I always call it There Is No You.
Yeah.
Is There Is Only
that
There's no
second
you, there
album?
is only fucking me. No, With Teeth was like, what, 2004 you said?
Five.
Yeah.
Was the album cover a vagina with teeth?
That's the movie Teeth.
That's
I was
the movie
thinking of
Teeth,
the movie
yeah.
Teeth. This week's podcast brought to you by the movie Teeth.
Luke
Yeah.
Crate.
Don't see it.
Definitely not boring.
Isn't Luke Crate's next theme going to be teeth? Like a vaginal
With teeth.
dentata?
Yeah.
Vagina dentata?
That
Is that what it's
movie
called?
had potential to be
Vagina
awesome.
dentata.
Isn't that what it's called?
That is what it was called.
Yeah.
That movie is
Where
hilarious.
pussy had teeth on it.
That movie's hilarious because
You saw it.
it didn't stay a step ahead of its audience in any way.
It was 3 steps behind.
As soon as the movie starts, you're like, oh, this is about a girl with teeth in her vagina. She's going to like bite a dick off or bite a tongue off.
Yeah.
And I mean, that movie is a slow burn to that happening in the last 5 minutes. And the finale, I'm going to tell you, the final scene is after everything ends, she gets a ride from some guy, and then he goes, and sticks out his tongue, and then she fucking looks at the camera and, like, winks, like, I'm going to have it bite his tongue off. Before the fucking movie started, I was ready for that.
And does that, Rocco, let me ask you, does that ever happen in the movie?
I mean, they go to credits.
So
That's
no!
the ending.
So you
So
don't
no.
know.
So you never
The
get
whole
it.
movie was this girl getting sexually assaulted the whole movie.
The whole movie.
And just kept biting dicks off. That was the movie. It was awful. It was so bad.
So yeah.
I guess the sequel is what else could you put teeth in?
But she
a
doesn't
butt.
even. She doesn't even rip
Oh,
the dick
yeah.
off though till the end.
No,
She-
you're right. She doesn't.
You don't, that doesn't actually happen until that
That's the
point.
best way
There's
to
the
end a
thread
film.
of it. There's the
Rip
thread
a
of it
dick
in the
off.
movie.
That
So-
should have been the way the movie started.
Right?
Yeah.
That should have been
Yeah,
the
really.
beginning.
Yeah.
This is how Teeth 2 starts. Because Teeth 2 is about having teeth in your butt. This dude's taking a shit and he
Well,
turns
it's
around.
called Teeth Door Number 2.
Yeah, he turns around to look inside, and his turd is all like spaghetti stringed out, and that's how he knows. Like, what happened?
He goes, "Whoa, looks like somebody chewed on that."
It looks like the shit was pushed through.
Guys, I don't know what happened to my shit because it looks like somebody chewed on it.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, I hate this conversation.
that's how it starts.
No. It's teeth. It's like his butt is like a mouth. So when he takes a shit, he goes, "What?" And then he goes, "Ugh," and it comes out his mouth because the butthole chewed it up and ate it. And
That's fucking South Park. Come on.
No.
We're being original.
For those of you who are a fan of us, know that this
not any
podcast is like every single day. This isn't special. This conversation. This is like not for the. This isn't for the show. This is real. This is what they just do.
No, I think it's for
All
the
the
show.
Yeah, we just did it for the show.
I want to thank our sponsors. Perfect time. I want to
boy.
thank our sponsors. I want to thank SumoLounge.com.
Check them out.
Go to their site if you're gonna sit not to take a shit or to take a shit. Just do it on a sumo because no one will mind. They're so stylish. People will see a brown smear and just go, "I don't care. It's great." I've tried it and it works. So,
and it is washable. The outside can be.
Some of them do have removable covers that you can just throw in the washing machine. So don't even worry about it. Just unload.
No one's gonna know.
Yeah, Sumo Lounge, best chair to take a shit on. Sumo Lounge.
Sumo Lounge.
Sumo Lounge,
It's so
unload.
comfortable you'll think you're gonna shit the bed.
Yeah,
So-
you're gonna relax hardcore.
So go to SumoLounge.com, get a chair.
They sell them in brown, so
Yeah, they won't even know.
think about that. Also, another sponsor, Loot Crate.
LootCrate.com.
/MEGA64.
MEGA64.
Yeah.
Get yourself a Loot Crate. We just got a Loot Crate.
We did.
This isn't the vagina dentata one though.
No,
is
that's
it?
next.
That's next month.
Okay.
We're gonna open it up right now, see what's inside it.
Now,
real
if I
quick.
had teeth in my ass, I could just sit on that, open it up 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need scissors.
Do we know
Yeah.
the theme of this one? Or are we gonna find out?
those safety scissors?
Don't know.
I think the theme. I'm gonna take a guess.
just guess.
Last one was villains, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying heroes.
Oh wow.
Check it out. Just turn it on its head.
Bam.
What is it?
Oh.
Okay. We got.
Well,
I think it is heroes.
Look at the outside's an indicator.
Oh.
It's a sewer lid.
We should have known. There's a
Shoulda
manhole
known.
cover. We got. Sean loves free sunglasses.
I do.
Sean does more
Ninja
than
Turtles.
Oh,
Wow.
Don't give
Whoa.
those to Beckett.
What is
Those
that?
are
Whoa!
What is it?
Whoa! I never knew this existed.
What is
What
it?
is it?
Holy shit! Look at the excitement on my face right now.
I've seen it.
Schwings. These are wings
Whoa.
for your shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Schwings.
you're like a rail from Dr. Slump.
Fuck! I'm wearing fucking shoes without shoelaces. Who has shoelaces? You don't even have fucking shoes on.
Yeah, Sean's not wearing shoes.
I just got grossed
Jesus
out. I
Christ.
seriously, I thought you'd at least have sandals on.
Do you want to
They're right
tape
there.
him?
They're right
You're
there.
gross.
They're right
You're
there.
gross.
Derek,
Sorry.
we could tape him to his bare feet.
You got to cover your feet up with something.
Okay.
Yeah.
It smells like a fungus bath in here.
Smells like the fucking Mario Brothers movie King.
Oh, dude. I'm about to throw up.
And then
You
we
need
got.
a pedicure, bro.
I know.
Those things look like
I know.
fucking raptors'
They look like
claws.
a prostitute's teeth. Okay. We got
Looks like you just stuck them in a prostitute's ass, and there were teeth up there. She gnawed on them.
Gnawed on him for a sec.
Anyways,
pop figure, vinyl figure of Groot.
Is it an exclusive?
I don't know.
isn't it?
Yes.
Glow in the dark Loot Crate exclusive.
Loot Crate.
Yes.
Whoa.
Exclusive
Whoa,
Groot.
yeah.
I almost said Groot Crate.
Where's the magazine that explains what's going on?
It's under this. We haven't gotten everything out yet, so
Found it.
soon to come. And then,
Guys,
real
Derek
quick,
found it.
this
It's
is
okay.
a vinyl. We got a vinyl figure of
who?
Leonardo
Hey!
from Ninja Turtles.
I called it. It's Heroes.
It is Heroes,
It
you're
is
right.
officially Heroes.
Wow.
Put me in here. I got fucking psychic powers.
Put him in,
What's
coach.
this? Sorry.
He's ready to play today.
Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
What comes after?
It's Sonic Breeze.
Look at those glasses on you.
Does it
See
sound
now, these ones don't say Kristen Woody. They say Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles.
What do you have to do to get those?
These?
Go to Las Vegas with the Ninja Turtles?
You have to go to
lootcrate.com
lootcrate/Make64.
MEGA64 and then you can get these.
Oh, aha.
If you want
Screw.
to close up on me, if you want to look as rad as I do right now, go to lootcrate.com/MEGA64 and then you can get one of these.
That sounds facetious.
I'm not being facetious. I'm being.
No, he looks cool.
They can look at me. They know it's
Look at
the
him.
real deal.
He's married, man.
It's true.
Hold on. They put a picture of the Warp
We don't
Zone
have-
guys in the Loot Crate magazine. Put us in the Loot Crate magazine.
We met the Warp Zone guys at that Walking Dead
Yeah,
zombie
they did it with us.
obstacle course.
These guys,
Cool guys.
do they even predict what's in the loot crate? Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay.
Oh, there's some codes here
Warp
for some
Zone's on my
Doctor
hit
Who
list now.
gear.
Well, anyways, that was fun.
Loot crate, check it out.
Check out Loot Crate.
We got more stuff to talk about.
You're also going to want to go to shop.mega64.com. We just put back in stock the classic logo shirts and the neon shirts. Those are finally back on sale. They were out of print for a while. But I think our digital surfer shirts are going to be out, and I keep saying they're about to be gone. They're dwindling by a thread. They're going to be gone pretty quick. So get one of those if you haven't already. And then I wanted to show everybody, we just got these in. I'm wearing one right now. Our new 1986 shirt. This is going to be, well, I mean, it's just a shirt we're selling, but it's also going to be our official Game Days 2014 shirt. But we're going to sell it for the first time at PAX. We're coming to PAX next week. We're going to be there all weekend long, and our panel is Sunday at 12:30 p.m. in the Sasquatch Theater. So go check that out. But we're going to have these shirts there for the first time there. And then just letting everybody know, we're going to put these on sale right after the show. Or within a few days of PAX ending, we'll let everybody know. But
We'll let you
they'll
know.
be on sale for everybody who couldn't make it to PAX. Anyway, I'm looking forward to PAX next week. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Our panel is going to be good.
I forgot
letting
it's 4
everybody know.
days.
Yeah.
That just dawned on me. Like,
Yeah.
it was an extra day of convention. How exciting.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. Well, it's not quite the 5 days of Comic-Con. So
No,
that's-
and the
But it's
hours
getting
are
there.
shorter.
it's fucking getting there.
But the hours are much
Almost.
shorter than Comic-Con.
The hours
so.
are short. We don't have to be there so early. That's the real killer, man. Comic-Con, you got to be there what? We get there at 8?
I get there at 8, yeah.
But also, too, since we're not staying there, it's like a drive-in.
Yeah, and a whole thing with parking and everything.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
I'm looking forward to just being back in Seattle, man. I love that convention
Me
center.
too. Me too.
I love that convention too. I'm looking forward to some cool weather. It's been hot here.
And you're there the whole time this time. I
Yeah.
remember last year you had to come in kind of late.
A lot of the PAX Primes I've had to either leave early or get there late, by a day or two, and I always miss out on the full experience. So I'm glad I get to take it all
Yeah, Garrett will be there every second.
day.
We're all going, and Kevin is going. Kevin's first PAX ever. I want everyone.
PAX.
If you're going to PAX, I want you to treat Kevin right.
And
I
say,
want you
welcome to Seattle.
I want
Kevin,
you to show
welcome
him,
to Seattle.
Show him a good time. If
Show him
you're,
a good time,
If you're in
take him
Seattle
around.
and you own like a strip club,
Take
I
him to the
want
strip
him
club.
in the VIP.
I want you to bring a stripper to the
Champagne room.
booth.
Bring a stripper to the
I
booth.
want Kevin to get a lap
Champagne room,
dance
Kev.
on the show floor.
on the show floor.
I want. And I'm gonna say it here.
Say it.
Yeah, you
Say
can
it.
say it.
I want erection confirmed,
Yeah.
well,
but
and
not by Kevin.
We'll
Right.
have pecker
I want a
checkers
third-
on deck.
oh, they'll know.
Third party pecker checker.
Oh, they'll know.
No sex in the champagne room, Kev. You know the rules.
But
Where
in
is the
but in
champagne
the
room?
exhibitor lounge, anything goes.
Yeah. Well,
Sex.
if you lock the door.
Sex.
Or, in our case, you don't lock the door. You just put a
What are you
chair
talking about?
with cans and
are
a
you
bunch of
talking
other
about?
booby trap. When we booby trapped the lounge, the executive lounge at PAX.
Oh yeah. Probably shouldn't talk about that on camera.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Excuse me.
Come out to PAX. Come see us
Yeah.
at PAX.
We're going. I keep getting emails from the folks at Nintendo that they're bringing a lot of games there this year. It's funny, they weren't at PAX East. And everyone was
No.
like, are they done with PAX? What's going on? And they kept saying, no, this is just, it didn't work out. And a lot of people were like, I don't know about that. But no, they're
Were
they're
they
in full
just gearing
force.
up for E3 or what?
I think maybe PAX East was just a a little late in the year, yeah.
But also, they're in Seattle. It's not much.
Yeah,
of a
it's
trip
no
to
effort
do
for them,
Regular
yeah.
PAX.
So they, they're going to have Hyrule Warriors is going to be there. A lot of their new big games are going to be playable there, which is really cool. If anyone out there is going to PAX, if the line isn't bad, if it's not hard to get to, try out that Hyrule Warriors game. Because
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of people that are kind of like, I don't know, it's not a real Zelda, I don't want to play. It's fun. Some people are also burnt on the Dynasty Warriors kind of game. I'm not, because I don't normally play those. And
Yeah.
so I was having a blast. So just
I'm
throwing
looking
that out
forward
there.
to playing that. I haven't tried it yet.
They didn't ask us to say any of that stuff. I'm just saying.
They
was a lot
asked
of
me.
fun. Oh, they
Reggie
asked you?
emailed me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Reggie doesn't email you.
No, he did.
Did he say, I want Kristen Woody sunglasses?
He did, and I said, Reggie, I don't know who you think you are, but no.
He didn't attend
You
the
didn't
event.
go
You're not the
to the
groomsman.
bachelorette party that I didn't go to, so you can't have these.
Too many people didn't attend, so now now everyone looks bad.
Yep.
Anyway, so we're gonna be there next week. We put out a lot of video stuff this past week. There's a lot to discuss.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. First things first. Monday morning, this past Monday, a mysterious video went up on our website, simply labeled with question marks. You didn't know what it was, and then you clicked. Oh, what is this? A short film? Is this perhaps a documentary? And then the video melted away to reveal the truth. Yeah, that's right. New cosplayers.
Whoa.
You got a new cosplayers video. Cosplayers Trials of Time. Those both have Y's in them. And, yeah. What else is there to say? There are, the way that
Continues to say more.
Continues to say more, and that's enough said. The way that video was presented and released was sort of in response to all year long, I kept getting emails and seeing things written in different places about how, oh, it sucks they're not doing a new cosplayers video this year. Oh man, MEGA64 is done with cosplayers. That sucks. And we never said that, and never intended to be done.
People are feverish for cosplayers.
It was just by. It just didn't. We don't have a set time for when we put those out. Mm-hmm. But there was this impression of, oh, they always put them out during Anime Expo, and they didn't. But that's really not true. So by the time I wasn't even sure myself that I wanted to do one.
Right.
It was kind of like last year's was great. I didn't feel the need really until we did San Diego Comic-Con. And we had that footage of Derek flipping over the table and kicking the camera on accident. Yeah. That was really funny, and there was just a lot of funny cosplayers. So I thought, you know what? At this point, I have enough footage to make a good one.
Once we hit our fill, but we got to get there first. So sometimes it takes 8 months into the year.
Yeah. So
now we're done with it forever.
Yes,
Yeah,
but as you know, this is the last one.
I really was really torn on, again, not doing another one. But once we got that amount of footage, it was kind of like, yeah, all right, let me take a look at it. And then, yeah, it came together. But I wanted to present it in a way where, hey, you know what? If everyone thinks they're not getting one, let's make them think they're not getting one.
It's a happy surprise.
And then have it be a twist that you got it without knowing you got it.
Yeah.
How many days did you wait to change the title back to like cosplayers?
It was just for like a day and a half that it was a question.
So most people,
and that was the plan from the beginning, just to give once the cat. I mean, after a day, the cat's out of the bag.
Exactly,
so,
you can't really
I was
surprise.
surprised that people on Twitter and stuff didn't spoil what it was. They're like, oh, the new video is great, but they didn't say it was cosplay.
Yeah,
that's because we got the coolest fans.
We do
out.
really cool fans.
I really have to hand it to MEGA64 fans and viewers or whatever. Are really good about that. Like we've shown things at panels before where we said, hey, you know. Maybe don't spoil this for people, or don't let any people know that we showed this,
right.
Or things like that. And it always is really good.
They're good on their word.
Yeah. I know. I definitely know there are other people in a situation similar to ours that don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
That, once they show something, it is cat's out of the bag completely. Yeah. So I have to say thank you, everybody.
Hey, what about this idea? On the next cosplayers, you write to be continued afterwards.
Not gonna do that.
No, you don't think so?
Veto.
All right, well, it's right off the table like that.
That's it.
That was quick.
Yeah.
So anyway,
keeping with tradition, I didn't see the video until it was already up. I think 5,000 people saw the video before I saw the video, which is great.
You're in it.
I'm in it, but I like. That's the video where I don't want anything. I don't want to know anything about it at all. I just want to see it when it's done. It's like fun that way for me.
Yeah.
My favorite two things were from PAX East in that video where I forgot that we did those really intricate Juggalo masks.
Oh yeah.
We replicated Shaggy Two Dope and
Violent
J's makeup on those masks. What were those, like Payday 3 masks?
Yeah.
We just inverted them. So they were white and then Sharpied it all on. It came out really good. I was stoked to see that, and for whatever reason, I found it so funny that the little sister was injecting Brian with her giant heroin needle.
Yeah.
I forgot about that footage.
It's like that was years ago, so long ago.
I had a lot of people asking me what that ending was, and it was basically getting to a point towards the end of the video. And I remember I was still there really late at night. I was losing my mind, and Kevin was sitting there too. and was like, yeah, so for the ending, are you kind of going to do what they usually do? You put something funny and then kind of reprise the song. And I was like, that's exactly it. We have to break every rule.
Yeah.
We can't end it. And I was getting so frustrated because that was the last thing. Everything was done except I didn't have an ending. And then I found the stupidest stock footage of this guy trying to get his kid on a tricycle. And then I found a band demo that an old friend of mine did that sounded like shit. And I was like, it was like nails on a chalkboard to listen to. So I was like, no, that right there. And then I accidentally had a freeze frame of a kid dressed as a wizard. That was by accident. And I was like, no.
I watched it with
Don't
Chris
reprise
for
the
the
theme.
first time, and she's like, "What was the ending?" I'm like, "I have no idea what that was."
But I'll continue to tell people that there is a purpose behind that shot, and like I've had people ask me, "Is there like something to interpret from that?"
Hidden
And I was
meaning
like, "Yeah,
of the
yeah,
wizard.
definitely." So the people watching the podcast, you know the truth. If you didn't watch this podcast, you're probably still trying to pick it apart.
It's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, I figured.
There you go. Real art will be criticized and analyzed for years to come,
It's true.
as will cosplayers.
People still talk about
COSPLAYERZ is a
Warhol.
video of ours that you can watch. If you watched it at 50% speed, you finally see everything. It goes by so fast that you
Yeah.
can't catch everything.
You know, they got different YouTube sites, like, you know, a site that you go to put a
they got
YouTube
RedTube.
URL in. Well, those sites too.
They got-
but no, there's like YouTube doubler sites. There's YouTube repeater
Yeah.
sites. Stuff.
Xtube.
I wonder if they have like a half-speed YouTube site. That'd be kind of cool. For
I think you can
cosplayers.
play them within YouTube at half speed.
Really, it has that integrated.
I think that's in there now.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did they start doing that stuff?
I know. There's like a 2x speed or 1.5.
BoobTube.
They did all the 3D options, and I remember thinking like, no one's going to use this. And are those still even available?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I know that they can upload. I know you can upload 4K, and now you
Wow.
can do 60 frames a second too.
Whoa.
They added those, but I don't know.
We're gonna film the next cosplayers in 3D just to see if YouTube
60 frames.
still has the capability to upload it.
Let's film it in 360 and release it on an Oculus platform.
Yeah,
People are doing that.
Wachowski
So-
style.
We
Someone
found
at Garrett and I were at Power Morphicon this weekend.
Is someone filmed that in 360?
Well, no, someone there who used to work on the show said I just directed a 360. Was it a horror movie?
I think so.
It was a 360 shot movie, and
For
it's going to
the
be released on Oculus Rift.
Oculus.
What the
We're going to
fuck?
sell it so you can watch it. That you would watch it on that.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
Whoa.
weird? I can't wait. I don't have an Oculus, but I want to see that technology implemented.
If I was watching a regular horror movie, the camera would always be pointed at the scary thing. But I guess if I'm watching a 360 Oculus horror movie, I could just
I feel like they
not
would-
watch. I have the option to not watch what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like
What's
if
happening to that part of the room?
You'd have to direct it where the actors
Nothing.
would look towards the action to get you to look with them.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean?
No, but I understand the novelty of it. But what do you gain from making a movie in 360?
It's just a new technology, trying it out.
But you're gonna have a lot of nothing going on that you're filming and putting in your movie.
Yeah.
All right, that was all. That's kind of funny. A bit of a waste of time.
Derek's going to continue making analog film.
Mr. 2D over here, Mr.
Won't step into the
how many
next
degrees is
generation.
a regular movie? What is that?
Mr. 1D. I'm gonna take a piece of paper and put a dot on it and film it. Little math humor for you. Yeah. Anything else to say about cosplayers?
No, I don't think so. There, I like Imprisoned Al Yankovic.
That was good.
We've had several Al Yankovics.
Oh, I love Jafar and Return of the
Jafar. What? Oh, Fast and Furious was great.
Oh, God, yes.
That was my favorite one.
You did all the Charmander, like integrated him into the space capsule
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
That was footage.
Cool.
That was footage of the original when they shot a chimp into space.
I figured because it was such a small thing that
When-
it would have been for a monkey.
Yeah.
The only time I saw Rocco editing that video was that part, and he was trying to get the Charmander in this, and he was getting so fucking frustrated.
Yeah, I was
It
really
looked
proud
good.
of
It
It
looked
did.
good.
But
Did
I'm
it?
like,
Because it looks like shit to
and
me.
I was like,
No, it was
Rocco,
good.
how's it going? And he just went, fucking shitty. It's going fucking shitty. I'm like, all right, well, I'll see you later. But it turned out great. But yeah.
That was the part that took forever. Editing the actual cosplayers part is fun. That's fun. As long as I have footage that is fun, and that's what I mean. Like after Comic-Con, when I had Derek doing gun kata and
Yeah.
more goofy costumes, and the girl spinning the stuff, and
That's so
you watching.
shitty.
You know, once I had all that, then it was fun. I can't edit cosplayers out of necessity. It has to be fun, and once I had that, it was fun.
It was
Yeah.
Nice.
So stoked. Anyway, that's all about that. Let's talk about
Other video.
the other lesser of an impact video, we should say, that came
obscure
later,
video.
more obscure, unseen video that came later in the week. We did the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Hashtag warning. Some people get really mad about the Ice Bucket
They
Challenge.
do get really mad about
Who
it.
does? Really?
I've
People-
seen a lot of people
get upset.
and I've seen a lot of people getting mad about wasting water, and that
We're in a
is
drought,
driving
Sean.
me insane. Well, you know what? I have good news. I did not take a shower that day, so I think we saved water. I said that day.
Oh. You showered today?
Today I'm good.
Oh, wasted water.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I should have. I fucking
Mr.
challenge again and
Waster.
saved water.
Why don't you take a bath and then Jenny takes that bath using that same water and then Beckett and Emma?
That's gross.
I hope when ALS is cured and like research
Conservation.
is done,
Yeah.
that it's a reminder that you're a pig and you wasted water.
Okay.
Water hog. Water hog.
But anyway, yeah. So we got during the middle of the week or so, we got surprised by we were challenged to do the challenge challenge to do the challenge by
Who was
the
that?
Game Grumps.
Yeah.
And then later that night, Screw Attack.
Oh, they both challenged.
We both got challenged,
Wow.
So
or they both
popular.
challenged us. So
We're the most popular girl at the dance, apparently.
No kidding. Everyone wants to dance with you guys. Or pour water on your head.
Right.
Both.
So we were like, what do we do? How do we handle this? What do we do?
Yeah. Well, and there, you got what you got.
I think you handled it right.
100% Derek's
Yeah, that was their
brainchild.
Yeah.
I
So
like that video.
kudos to you, Derek.
Thank you. So yeah, I never knew that. You know, that video apparently falls into a subgenre of videos out there on the internet called montage parodies. I was totally unaware that montage parodies were a thing and that they existed. I don't know if you guys are familiar with
No.
it at all
What's a
since our
monta-
videos come out.
That video is considered a montage parody.
Yeah, which I didn't know what that was.
It's not a montage.
Though I
video.
admit that I had ended up seeing montage parodies before in the past and thought they were funny, but just never looked into it enough to actually wrap my head around it. I just saw all these videos of like, you know, really mundane stuff being edited to like Snoop Dogg and like explosions and animated GIFs and all this stuff, making it, you know, like all this really mundane stuff was made to look super badass, yet at the same time, like the badass editing was pretty mundane and stupid itself. So
Huh.
I thought that was the joke, and then since the videos come out, I've become aware of
montage parodies.
montage parodies, the whole subgenre of it. It started with people doing like Call of Duty parodies of like all their headshots. They would edit these videos
Oh,
together.
I've seen those
Yeah,
before.
and they'd like edit them to dubstep music and just talk about how badass they were. People started making fun of that
Oh, okay.
by just editing any random video game footage and like souping it up and making it all badass.
That they're rad. Okay.
But again, I wasn't aware of any of the stuff going into our ASL video. I had just seen a couple of them. I did it again. Sorry.
all right.
ALS.
It's all right.
Yeah, so I'm happy that the reception is really good and people really praised it. Got posted all over Reddit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it hit like a mainstream group that normally we wouldn't have. It was all over Reddit. I would, you know, it's like my cousin was saying when they went to work, people were showing them our video, not knowing they were related to
Really?
stuff like that.
Wow.
You know, and my mom saw it on some site, and it's like, you know, it hit a mainstream audience. I guess they played it on Australian TV.
That's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah, I heard
You know, stuff
that,
like
it
that.
blew up on Reddit, and apparently that's a big deal.
It is a big deal, which is cool. And I do believe that it is for a good cause, and I'm glad that people end up liking our video. I mean, our video is silly for sure, but I feel like we did our job. You know, awareness
Yeah,
was
we kind of satired a certain thing.
yeah.
But at the same time, I got a message from somebody that told me that it satired a certain thing that was going on. But at the same time, someone might donate as a result of your video. So really, nobody lost. I was like, okay, that sounds good to me.
Like, someone was commenting that we didn't explain it enough in our video. If you don't know what the Ice Bucket Challenge is at this point, I don't have to fucking tell you.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Everyone knows what that is. So we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have to go into it.
a lot of people do the Ice Bucket Challenge and don't say what it is at all. They don't even mention
Yeah.
ALS or ASL.
Yeah.
Either way.
Either
They don't
way.
mention either of them.
I showed the video to a couple people, and I mentioned, you know, how funny I thought the age, sex, location was, and they had never heard that ASL. Age, sex, location.
man.
Are we too old, or is that not a relevant thing, like with chat rooms anymore?
I don't think chat rooms are
with
going.
chat
I don't
rooms?
think chat rooms
Are
a
we
thing.
too old?
Are there chat rooms?
People don't go on IRC or what? Well, I guess no.
You know, when people are talking on AIM, they just don't say it to each other anymore.
They don't?
It's weird.
Podcast question of the week. Email us. Do you still use AIM? Email podcast@mega64.com.
I bet a lot of people still use it.
Let us know what your favorite
use
away
it
message
every day.
is.
Yeah, I have not used it in 7 years.
I use it every day, and I talk to most of our artists that we work with on it. And I still know a lot of people who like work in the game industry that are on it. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I have an AIM client that can, but it can also communicate to different other. Whatever.
Yeah, I got something on my phone that does a shit ton of them.
Yeah, and I still use that.
I would use it only rarely, just in all honesty, to talk to either you or Mariel.
Yeah.
But that was like 4 or 5 years ago, before
Yeah.
everyone had iPhones.
But when
Yeah.
that first hit,
Oh yeah.
God, that was insane. Knowing you could talk to your friends on the internet was the craziest thing. To
Oh,
me.
but it was the worst because it was constantly like bugging me at home, and then my friends getting mad that I wouldn't reply
Oh, really?
and asking me ASL.
Yeah, leave it away message, dummy.
So check that video out. If you haven't seen it, spread it around.
Check it out.
I'm not available because I'm playing a computer game that takes up my whole screen. That was most people's away message.
I would
Because I'm
always,
playing a computer.
I would always use like a nice Taking Back Sunday lyric. from
Yeah, I would
my
use some
way
music.
message, my
That's
way
for
message.
professional. Sure.
There was a point, one time when I was in high school, I almost left AIM completely because at one point,
Yeah, right.
everyone down the list, everyone's away messages. I don't know what this is a lyric from. Maybe you guys will laugh at this.
I'll
I
tell
don't
you.
know.
I bet you all know.
Everyone's away message was the same fucking lyric
Okay.
of, if I died, I would apologize for bleeding on your shirt.
It's Taking Back
Taking Back
Sunday.
Is
Taking
that
Back
Taking
Sunday.
Back Sunday?
Cute without
Guys are
the-
Okay.
so
Cute without
fucking
the E.
Hey,
He was out
there-
the E, yeah.
There was a point where that was on, like, everyone's thinking, I was like,
No,
this
no,
is
no.
so fucking lame.
That was the theme
It's-
song.
that
it's-
is
That's the
fucking
theme
It's
song.
lame.
you could slit my throat, and with my one last
Yeah.
dying breath, I'd apologize for bleeding on your shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
What a pussy.
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Dude, it was so much easier to be
Yeah.
15.
That's
Yeah.
definitely
Hey,
the theme
everybody,
song.
everybody's
no, the
always
theme song
doing
was, there's no
this,
you, there's
this
only me.
bullshit.
Smash them up.
Hashtag Throwback Thursday. Fuck that. Hashtag Taking Back Sunday. They're a way better band.
Yeah.
So
Then Throwback Thursday.
hashtag TBS coming soon.
Oh, that's gross.
Post a picture of yourself wearing a Taking Back Sunday shirt. Hashtag Taking Back Sunday.
In case you didn't hear me, Sean's going to do a mashup of Nine Inch Nails and Taking Back Sunday. And do
Yeah,
kinda-
YouTube doubler. You can mix it in.
I'll do that.
Super easy.
Sure.
Just lay them over each other, and people will know. That way, you could kind of maybe do one in one stereo channel and one in the other, so someone
Oh,
could take out an
hi-fi
earphone if
stuff.
they only want to hear one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So just
So
work on that too.
Good Taking Back
Hey,
Sunday lyrics.
back to the challenge real quick.
Yeah.
Right.
I was surprised how fucking cold that water was. It was like
Ice
jarring.
water is cold.
You know what? I thought like, oh whatever.
Yeah, Kevin knows. Hell yeah.
I even like I was in the warehouse like working like doing merch stuff. It was really hot.
Were you sweaty?
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Hitler
Shane,
died.
where was Kevin to explain this to you?
We asked him to come and he said he couldn't. So he wasn't.
Yeah, we
fucking
actually
here.
did. We actually did ask Kevin.
Yeah, he would have filmed it
He was
for us.
busy.
So there you go.
But anyway, you were saying you were doing merch and stuff.
I was doing merch, and so I purposely got like super hot. I want to be doing this in a second, anyways.
Yeah.
And I was still like, ah.
But you know what?
You
It's,
purposely-
it's bad for 1 second.
No,
and
it
then it was
Purposefully
awesome.
got all super hot.
I got super hot, ready
took
for
his
it.
dick
Oh, I purposefully got all super
I
hot.
took my dick
He
out.
purposely got super hot. He wore shoes.
You can watch the video. I had no shoes on.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, did that hurt when you were
gross.
kicking that bucket's ass?
I kicked the bucket's ass.
He didn't even
what about
help
when
you?
couldn't
Did
do
you
it.
drag mud into the warehouse?
Yeah.
No.
Ugh, cigarette ashes on your feet and
Don't
stuff.
worry about it. It's good. It's all clean.
Someone needs a vacuum in here.
Okay, you can do it.
There should be a law that says everybody needs to wear shoes. Seriously.
Look at they got to him.
Here.
There you go.
Oh, they
And
were so
also,
close.
How different was
Flip flops don't count.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
Your
I need-
toes are
hey,
still-
I need
Hey.
socks and
Hey,
shoes.
personally, this may be controversial. Flip flops count for me.
yeah.
That's
okay.
something.
All right.
It's not
Well,
preferable. I would love
let
stylish
me-
shoes on everyone's feet, but I'll take it.
Socks and shoes.
When I'm like folding shirts and stuff, like wearing flip flops doesn't work. You'd be barefoot.
No, that
No,
makes no
no.
sense.
Because I'm down on the ground and they're all like, it's like bent, all weird.
That's
Fuck
where a
that.
shoe would come in handy.
That's the
but
that's an
Phoebe-
attribute of footwear.
Like, Phoebe's so.
What about foragers in the Amazon who walk around on little leaved sandals when they
If we get air conditioning in the warehouse, I will
them.
wear shoes.
not allowed?
I'll wear shoes.
There's air conditioning in that room,
But I don't work in that room.
but
I'm
you don't
here.
wear shoes in that room either.
Damn,
Yeah,
there's
it's
2
really
air
holes.
conditioners in there too.
Sean,
Shit.
Sean's plans like Swiss cheese here. I can't do this.
Sean, we'll just get you some boots, chastity boots that Derek has the key to the lock on.
Yeah.
What
And
if
and
I-
threw it away?
We should make a deal where, like, if Sean wears shoes all year long, he gets like a bunch of money at the end of the year. Like, we all pull in or something.
That would be tough. Would I do it for the money? It has to be a pretty good amount
Okay,
of money.
okay.
We
offer
have
me
to
the
give
same
him a
amount.
lot of money to do something that everybody
That's
does
giving
out of courtesy.
Yeah, that's giving up like nothing because like we all do that 365 days a year.
That's
I
like
don't.
that's like
I don't.
But it's so easy.
oh,
to
we
get
should pay
money.
somebody a lot of money to make sure they brush their teeth and cut their fingernails so it doesn't gross everybody else out.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, it's gonna be a problem.
I'm just saying, fuck shoes. Fuck shoes.
All right, everybody.
In
You
the
heard
winter,
you heard it here first.
The winter months, it's fine, but when it's
How
summer,
are you gonna
and
get
it's
away
hot,
from a mugger? What if someone
Oh.
attacks you?
Oh,
Lose
somebody
the
should
shoes.
mug you.
These feet are so like calloused at the bottom of them.
Okay.
It's like,
Can't
We're
outrun
putting out
me
2
in
calls
shoes.
out. People at PAX. I want to see a stripper at the booth for Kevin. First person who can bring a stripper to the booth, we'll tell you what, we'll give you a free shirt.
Right. Yes.
Second,
Yeah,
to cover those things up.
yeah.
And then
not allowed on the show floor.
second, first person to mug Sean, I'll give a free shirt to.
What?
Yeah.
That way,
I don't encourage that.
well,
That's
you know, that
awful.
way we'll see if he puts shoes on it.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
Well, let's see how good
Hey,
he can run when
I
the
always
mugger's
have shoes
chasing
on
him.
at a convention. For
He's
the
gonna
record, I
step
always
on
have shoes on
something,
there.
twist an ankle. Yeah, they make you on the airplane.
No, they don't. I've gone barefoot so many times in the airplane. You didn't want to know.
Oh, rubbing your foot on the tray.
That's nothing to
On
brag
the
about.
tray.
Yeah.
Oh, put your feet on that tray.
Oh, I go into a closed, sealed tube and expose my
stink.
foot odor as well.
Yeah.
So many
Stink.
times.
They don't stink.
No, they don't. Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because they never choose to make it smell.
They're tan.
How about that?
They are tan. You
Look,
gotta.
I
give
have
them
I have a sandal tan line.
that. Look at that.
Forget
That's
it.
sexy. I think
No,
tan lines
no more
are
feet.
sexy.
This is stupid. We got things to talk about.
Ejector seat. Oh, I'm in another conversation. We played some games this week.
Yeah, we did.
Actually, in the world of video games, I wanted to say real quick, it's looking like maybe this is going to happen. I don't know, but Xbox.com might have leaked Resident Evil Revelations 2. Whoops! That's probably a Tokyo Game Show announcement. Don't you think?
You were telling me that on last week's Poor
Yeah.
the Blade stream. That is fucking fantastic news.
so I
but
hope-
it's got to be something that's they're waiting for TGS. Yeah.
I think it has to be. I mean, why? That's a big announcement.
Why wait? Yeah.
So what's unfortunate is, yeah, they kind of lost their surprise there, but man, people want it. It really is interesting. I was saying this earlier. I remember, I mean, a year ago, people were going, "Damn, you know, the horror genre in video games is so dead," and you know, people were missing survival horror.
Yeah.
And it's like, here we are. Everyone's playing PT and talking about that.
Oh, it's my tight.
Everyone is talking
Is the
about
laundry?
The
Hold on, is the
laundry is done.
Okay.
Fucking finally.
Good.
Took too long.
Somebody just avoided a beating.
Glad we came back to that.
Anyways,
everyone's playing PT. Everyone's looking forward to, you know, The Evil Within is coming out.
Yes.
Resident Evil Remake coming out.
Yes.
Everyone went nuts when they announced that. And now this, and everyone's really excited to have another Resident Evil in that vein.
Yeah.
Because that game was fun. That game
And
was
I
super
mean,
fun.
Game of the Year last year, and now everyone's playing the re-release of The Last of Us.
Yeah, yeah. Which
survival
is-
horror is like back full fucking
Yeah,
horror
yeah.
this last
And
year.
Last of Us did it in such a way where it wasn't like, oh, you got to be a horror fan to really like
Yeah.
this. No, if you're a fan of action or you're a fan of anything, you'll dig that game. And it was just scary enough to please the horror fans as well as just be a good
Stealth
action
enough
game
for the stealth fans,
Exactly.
enough of each. Yeah, it's
so
balanced.
it's really cool. It's really cool that it seems like the beginning of a new renaissance of that. You know, hopefully that'll all do well. But anyway,
interesting.
It's gonna be a
Revelations.
scary Halloween, guys. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Revelations 2, though, I will say I really liked the first one. it was such a great portable game. I was kind of hoping this one would be too. It looked like it was listed for old and new consoles. But if they go all out with that and it's a really high quality game, I'm not going to complain.
If the graphics are stepped up considerably from the other
Yeah.
one and it justifies being on PS4, that's cool. But I kind of would like that on 3DS again. That was cool.
I liked it as a portable, just it being episodic and
Yeah, it fit that.
was really
it fit that
cool. But if
format
this
well.
one, if this one is the same kind of format but just amped up, I mean, again, I'm not going to complain about that.
Also, big announcement. New pants in Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
They
What?
make you run faster.
Oh, I didn't
Faster
hear about
pants.
that.
Are they exclusive? Do you get to pre-order
think-
those at GameStop?
I think it's
You get
GameStop
the-
exclusive.
Is it GameStop? Or Best
GameStop
Buy?
Fast Pants exclusive?
There's a
Yeah.
big
Stop
controversy
Fast
about the newest Assassin's Creed not having any female protagonists, playable characters in it.
Yeah.
To which the response from the company apparently was they did not have time to develop a female protagonist.
But they made fast pants.
But they did have time to, make the pants that make you run faster.
I don't care about that franchise at all.
You don't like
No,
Assassin's
man.
Creed?
Fuck
Nope.
no. Never.
I think it's really fun, and the idea. Let's not forget that Assassin's Creed was the first game where you could literally climb on anything.
I
like
have
this
the first
ledge,
one.
that ledge.
I liked the first one. I never finished it, and then it just fell off.
I think that is almost overlooked for how cool that was at the time, and yeah, they probably haven't innovated much since then. But
Yeah.
I still like the franchise. Just like respect. It holds a special place in my heart.
I agree with that. That was really cool. My issue is that there's like 3 a year. That's my
okay.
that's my thing.
I think that's
at
Luke's
this point.
favorite game series.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
But I think the
historical.
historical is it accurate? It's accurate, pretty much, right?
There's bits
People-
of history in them.
There's pieces of it that he can find. Anyways, I think he fucking. I know he loves.
I
those
just
games.
I didn't connect with that. The first one, you were like this, you're an assassin. But what was it like? The Crusades kind of was that the time
Yeah.
period? It just didn't connect with me at all. And then I didn't really like. Then they went to an Italian aesthetic as well. It didn't really vibe
See, I
with
really
me.
liked Assassin's Creed too.
I enjoyed
Really?
that a lot.
I
yeah.
thought that was awesome.
I thought it was better than the first one. But then I was satisfied when that was over. I really didn't.
I got the first one though,
That'd be
just
better.
for like what you said, Derek, when they had announced that you could call
Yeah.
on
You just
anything.
go on anything.
It opened up
Yeah.
that type of game to nothing had been released like that before. So
Yeah, other games do that now, but I still feel like Assassin's Creed has the strongest presence of that just like fully explorable environment.
And then with every game, they change the setting and the character and everything. That to me is like, I don't care at all. I would want something in a linear progression. And I know you get that with the Desmond parts, but I don't know. To me, that game, Brian and Eric played those a lot.
Brian played him. I didn't play him.
You watched Brian play them, right?
I did. Yes.
You liked them?
They were fine. They haven't done anything new with them in such a long time that it's like the same exact game. And Rocco's right. They release like 2 or 3 a year.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
mean,
the same exact game.
what-
Why is it exempt from criticism in that?
Yeah, and it's hilarious because there are people who will rip on Call of Duty
Yep.
and buy every Assassin's Creed,
Huh.
and it's like, wow.
Is it
man.
because it's a different time period that they forget that it's exactly the
No,
same?
I
Sometimes
think it's
it's
just
not even
because
a
it's a different
different time
franchise.
period.
Sometimes it's more of there were like 2 or 3 and a portable set in the Italian time period. I think.
Yeah, the Renaissance.
Huh.
Italian Renaissance.
Well, so anyway, going back to the thing, everyone's talked to death about that there isn't a female character. What I was talking to Derek about is that I really don't think it would be talked about as much if they had just responded with something like, story-wise, it'll make sense or it won't,
I
make.
really don't get why they're upset that there's no female character.
Well, their response was so dumb that I think it became a bigger thing. Their response was, that's like so complicated to figure
You know
out.
what though?
It was really
the
paper
current
thin.
climate of video
Yeah.
games, people want female characters, and if you're getting 4 different characters,
Yeah.
I feel like it's better. I always like a game that has 4 characters that are vastly different.
Maybe I don't understand how the new types of Assassin's Creed are played. In the first one, Altair was a male
No, this is
protagonist.
it's 4 people. 4 people.
Oh,
You play at the
all
same time.
4
Yeah, the same- yeah.
characters are male?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Gears of War, no, you had...
Yeah, even that had a
Even,
female.
you had a
And
female.
you know, well,
okay,
that's
then
it's standard,
Okay,
like-
I understand. Now I understand. I didn't understand the argument. I thought this is a single-player game.
Oh, okay.
Why the
Okay,
fuck?
No,
No,
this is multiplayer.
Yeah,
it's
it's
4
like-
characters playing at once. Even Left
Okay.
4 Dead,
Well, yeah, and Operation Raccoon City, like 2 of the characters for
When
the
I was a
Wolfpack were
kid,
female. Like,
and
that's a pretty standard
I
thing. Is
usually
mixing it
picked
up.
to be the female character because they're faster a lot of times.
Yeah.
They have different like attributes that I liked playing as.
Yeah. This game, it just to be clear, 4 identical white dudes.
Yeah,
like there's no, they're like the 4 of the same
Whoa.
guy.
You couldn't even put a brown assassin in there?
Whoa.
There you go.
Not even.
So they
Like
just had a
tan?
shitty response. Okay, I get
But you know, so anyway,
Fast pants. Don't worry, fast pants.
but they are gonna have fast pants.
Hell yeah.
That sign is so
Well.
goofy. There's a picture of the sign.
What else? Video game news, real quick. The new Madden came out. New features were announced for the new Madden.
What are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I'm excited.
You're gonna like this.
Okay, I actually heard this. I'm not
Still
joking.
getting $60
This is
back.
not a joke. Rocco heard this too. There was an NPR report today
Yep.
About Madden.
about John Madden football because it's so groundbreaking this year.
Oh my
It's
God.
fucking crazy.
Whoa.
They are going to put the actual tattoos that the players have.
Yeah.
The players in the game will have the actual real life tattoos.
Wow. Authentic tats.
Yeah.
They're going to be ink blasted up.
And we came in just under 30 years of John Madden to finally reach this point. So,
Dude.
took a little time, but they still did it fast.
When he dies, I predict that they're going to put his face on that year's game. Again.
No.
No?
I have a
Too
question.
scary. That'd be a ghost.
It'd be a
Haunt
haunted
you?
game.
Last year was
Yeah,
Madden
haunted
25, right?
Yeah.
What are they going to do in 2024 when it would be Madden 25?
Madden 50.
They're gonna call it Madden Deluxe.
They'll call it Madden
You
1.
guys fucked yourselves.
They'll
Madden
reboot it.
1.
Millennium-
Yeah, they'll do the Xbox One approach.
Madden
1.
begins.
One.
Madden begins. Madden rises.
It's about John Madden and his parents die, and then he goes
Authentic
to train.
tattoos. Well, that's
Train
cool.
how to coach football in a faraway land. Madden begins.
I mean, why not get more detailed and get the graphics crisper and more, you know?
they do. That's what they do.
Yeah.
You just
But
described what the game is.
how's the throwing? Is it going to be better passing? I know that was a big
Yep.
thing.
Why
You
don't they
guys-
just release a John Madden football and then make it the last one, and then you just update the
patch
stats through
patch
patches
the characters? Yeah.
until
Well, they do
something-
that already.
until something new happens.
Throughout the season, don't they push new character
I think so.
stats
I think so.
if people are injured or if
Yeah,
people...
which is cool. I like that.
Do you play those every once in a while? Every couple of years.
I don't own them, but I play them at friends' houses.
The greatest
I'm not
football
good,
game, real quick, this is all I want to say on the subject. The greatest football game of all time, NFL 2K on the Dreamcast.
Wow.
End of discussion.
For me, I'm gonna take it to a
10-yard
different
fight.
one. Best football game is still, to me, Tecmo Bowl.
10-yard fight.
We're
And
going
for
high.
me,
Yes.
It's about split.
NFL Blitz.
Ooh, that was good too.
NFL 2K Dreamcast. Woo! I think that's all for video game discussion.
Well, you played. There was a new game that just came out.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
week,
I've been playing-
Akiba's Trip, right?
Yes. I have been playing Akiba's Trip on the Vita, and it's really fun. It reminds me of the Yakuza games, where you're just
Really?
kind of walking around the city, and you can go in shops, and
Yeah.
you can craft different weapons, craft your clothing, buy different weapons, buy clothing. And it's not like the random encounter battles you would get into in Yakuza when you'd be kind of cruising through the alleys and stuff. This is more like you have to initiate them. But then as you progress through the storyline, like, it triggers, initiation. But then it's got that kind of, like, dating simmy type, like, humor with, like, pick your 3 choice of responses when you're in dialogue with characters. So it's fun. It's wacky. It's,
What's that
it's
called
cool.
again?
Akiba's Trip.
Oh, cool.
But I think...
In Japan, it was called Akiba Strip.
Yeah, but I think added it. They just anyway.
They had trouble
So
getting into stores.
the reason
or
though
something.
is because you are. I mean, it's a fucking weeaboo fantasy. So you're in Akiba and you have to grab people, beat their like clothing down, and then rip it off of them.
Yeah.
So you strip them, and then they're in their underwear, and they
Ooh.
freak out and run away, or
Ooh.
like if they're a vampire, they like explode.
It's like reverse Ghosts
Oh.
and Goblins.
It makes no fucking sense. It's exactly what I wanted.
You just had like a detail of like, and if they're a vampire, they explode.
They
Yeah, like that
explode.
came
In
out
the
of
sunlight.
nowhere.
Well, they talk about how you're not quite a vampire. You're these things called
Almost vampires.
yeah. I don't remember. It's a perfect wacky. It's distributed by I think Xseed. They do all
Yeah.
the crazy limited
Yeah.
Japanese stuff.
I know a lot of people who wanted to play that but are waiting for the PS4. Apparently, it's coming to PS4 in November.
Yeah. That could be interesting. I don't want to buy it again, but
No. I would. That's such a
I can't
weird,
imagine it looking that
that's-
good on PC.
That's such a quirky little game. I'd
Yeah.
rather play that on Vita anyway. I don't want to sit at home and play that on. I don't need to play that theatrically.
No.
I'm good with a portable.
it's good on the Vita.
You're a
So,
done peel.
And then I've been playing the shit out of Last of Us again.
Yeah, me too. I got to play that a lot this
I'm finally actually I'm not quite where I was when I left off on
really?
the
On
PS3
PS3?
version.
Yeah.
So I kept telling people I just got to Bill's Camp. I got to Bill's Camp.
Yeah.
I was past that. I had outrun the hunters and I was like making my way onto the bridge. And I'm finally like just starting to get there now in my second
That's
playthrough.
about where I'm at right now.
So it's all new, or it should be after tonight from now on.
Yeah. That's about where I'm at too. Nothing else to report. It's still a good game.
It's still a great game. Yeah, it's so pretty.
I want to talk about movies while we have a second.
I saw a movie as well I want to talk about.
Well, I want to
do
say I actually want to talk about nothing that we've seen. I want to lay a mind blower for everyone watching.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw out some major
About the
mind
sequel
blowers
that we
here.
just talked about.
Yes. Did the world know? Did you know? Sin City 2 came out.
And
I did
bombed.
know that.
Holy shit! Derek told me it came out this weekend, and I was like, I knew it existed. I knew
You
it was
know-
going to come out, but that was this weekend.
It's out.
I'm not gonna.
It came out.
segue at all,
Damn.
but
Yeah.
I've been watching that Simpsons, every Simpsons ever, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a commercial for that every commercial break.
Really?
That's the only reason why I know, because I saw that. But
Whoa!
But-
Does it look good on the commercial?
no. And I was like, they're like 7 years too late making this.
Yeah, no
sequel.
shit. That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. I felt like in 2005 there really kind of wasn't something like that, and
Yeah.
I feel like you had to strike that.
I really liked it. The first one, I loved the
Yeah.
first one.
Well, this new one, the results are in.
Oh, I
and
didn't know that.
It came out at number 8.
Oh,
Damn.
I think they're
that's
estimating.
fucking
I think they're
terrible.
saying it made 6 million, maybe,
what the fuck?
Hey, name
or it might have been less than that.
name 8 other movies out right now.
Ninja Turtles, Guardians,
Expendables.
Expendables.
Now name 5 more.
Fun.
Yeah, and then
I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it, man.
Whoa.
So yeah. Anyway, I just
Wow.
wanted to drop that bomb. That came. I cannot believe that came out.
That's nuts.
And
The
that
guy at
is
the movie theater-
two of the biggest drops. 78% drop in business from the first movie.
Whoa.
From when that opened. One of the other biggest drops ever was the drop from Machete 1 to 2. So Robert Rodriguez, congrats.
man.
I went to see Machete too. Oy.
But Spy
I'm
Kids
sorry.
keeps killing.
It was whatever.
What keeps going?
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
Oh yeah.
In his household, it does. What do you see?
I had a chance to see a new movie. Psych. It's an old movie.
I love old movies.
Mind
Oh,
blower.
Sykes.
I had a chance to see classic film Hidden Fortress, directed by Akira Kurosawa.
I've always wanted to see that.
It's famous, as many of you have heard, for being the inspiration to Star Wars. What inspired George Lucas
Wow.
to make Star Wars. So I checked it out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's not a movie that you would watch and it would like jump out at you where you would call back to Star Wars. But you can definitely tell there's an influence. More than anything else, the music sounds
Oh, really?
just like the music in Star Wars. Like a lot of just like quirky pipe,
Flutes.
flute music.
Huh.
They're just like walking around, exploring the mountains, and like oboe and all
Yeah.
that instrumentation. The way that they transition between the scenes is the Star Wars wipes.
Yes.
And some of the characters are kind of reminiscent of the characters of Star Wars. I would say that there's like some composite characters. I think that there's one character in Hidden Fortress who is Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Combined. But it's not fair to go into this movie looking for the ways that it's similar to Star Wars because
Yeah.
it's its own movie, and I really enjoyed it as its own thing. I highly recommend it. Check it out, Hidden Fortress. It was really good. You had a chance to see a couple movies.
Yes, I did. And by the way, I ordered Hidden Fortress as you were talking because it's really cheap on Amazon.
We
right
got
now.
light on the fritz.
And I meant to. Yes, saw a couple movies. Just real quick. A newer one. We saw. Did we? I don't think we talked about it.
I don't think we did.
No, we didn't. Expendables 3. Saw Expendables 3.
How was that?
It was
I had a good time, but it was, in my opinion, most forgettable.
it
of
was
the three.
PG-13.
Oh, That's a
which
problem.
was a
Instead
mistake.
of R.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
huge mistake.
Huge
That
mistake.
audience, that's stupid.
Now hear me out.
Yeah.
I like, and I think that this happened because of the PG-13
Yeah,
rating.
and I do agree with this.
I don't like
know
that it
what
was
you're gonna say.
PG-13, but I do like the fact that because it was PG-13, they didn't have all the fake CG blood splashes.
They did
Every
they-
time someone
yeah.
got shot with a gun in the second one, there was like red paint, like pixelating. out on
Now
the
I
screen.
will say I think why that happened so much in the second. There was a little bit of it in the first one.
Yeah.
But why it happened so much in the second one?
Budget.
That was a movie they were aiming to be PG-13, and everyone threw a fit about it, and they went, okay, fine, it's R, and they amped
Added.
all that up. This one, they thought, oh, we snuck under the radar. No one's complaining that it's PG-13.
Yeah.
They just kind of swept it under the rug,
Now-
and it cost them because Box Office Mojo said 66% of viewers of this movie were over 25.
Well, yeah, they should have known their target demographic is the people
Yeah.
who watched
It's not
those
15-year-olds.
action stars
Yeah.
when they were kids,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
not kids now.
Kids
No
now have
shit.
no idea who the fuck they are.
No.
Yeah.
But that being said, like the gunfights, I mean, tons of people are still getting shot and shooting people.
Yeah.
They just show it in more creative, I feel, ways. Like
Yeah.
off screen, a guy
Yeah, there were
crumples or-
ways that it almost benefited.
Yeah,
the
I
movie.
liked that more.
But I do feel like in a lot of ways there were some parts that I definitely felt a tepid atmosphere.
There
Like,
were a couple like groaning moments too, like with the one-liner stuff.
there is a point where the villain of the movie, Mel Gibson, is, I mean, let me just say this. What made to me the second one had some weaknesses. It was really reliant on fucking in-joke shit.
Yeah.
On references to what actors had done and just
Or
fucking
internet
Chuck
meme
Norris
shit.
jokes.
Yeah.
That really that was a big wound on that movie. But what to me balanced it out, Van Damme was such an entertaining villain,
Yeah.
and how he introduces himself is there's a new younger expendable, and Van Damme has him and fucking spin kicks a knife into his chest. It was so brutal, and then from there on out, oh, we got to kill this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy's such an asshole. And there were scenes in this new movie that I felt like Mel Gibson is the villain in this new one, that he was set up to be this villain and does these heinous things, and they would cut before he did them, or they would... It was moments like that. I don't care if people get shot, I don't see blood. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I'm not... At this point, I'm older, I don't need to see blood spraying everywhere. But it was moments like that where, oh, you really are trying to make me afraid of him, but you're not sure. You know, you're not... That was where I thought it was tepid, you know?
I could see that.
That being said, for me, I thought they had like a bunch of new recruits in this movie, and I personally thought they sucked the life out of the movie. I thought the problem, I really enjoy the first Expendables, but this one had the same problem the first one did of, oh, you keep separating them. Just have them all together. Please have them all together. And that's one thing the second movie did good.
Yeah.
Was that they were all together the whole time. I did like that.
I think that's probably just hard to get them all working the full time.
Looking at
Maybe.
the fucking poster, the billboard
Yeah.
is there's so many fucking people, I can't
Yeah.
read the names because it was too small.
Yeah.
And it's like, I
So
don't
like,
know
yeah,
who's in this
the
movie.
new Rocco's right. The new team was like bullshit.
I don't know who these young guys are. I
Except
don't
for
care. Get them out.
Here's the
I
thing:
don't
like
care.
Ronda Rousey was cool, but she was part
Yeah,
of the
she's
new
cool.
team. But
Yeah.
she's someone who's famous, and I know who she is going into it, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Harrison Ford,
Yeah.
and the rest of the kids, though the other three guys on the young team, like fuck off. No
Yeah.
one knows.
No one knows who you are. I'm here to see
Sorry,
Arnold
I mean
and
as
Stallone
actors,
together.
it's cool you
and-
got a job, but I don't know. It
Cool, you got a job.
would have been better if
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey
That's
was
like-
just a new recruit with the rest of the team.
But your description of that is Krista's description of why On the Border is a great restaurant. Oh, the chips are fine. You're going to go to a restaurant where the review is the chips are fine? Get the
know.
fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, like,
Krista.
That's not to Krista. That's
No,
to
no,
On the
it
Border.
that
is.
movie
Yeah,
franchise, that franchise is all about who these big action stars are.
Yeah. In a confined space.
The three no-name actors, I'm sorry, but you're not big action stars.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey's a
Yeah.
world-famous martial artist, so
Yeah.
she's a well-known. Add her into the mix. That
Yeah.
was cool.
You know what they should have done? Because she's the only one who's an actual fighter in real life.
Yeah.
Well, no, Chuck Liddell.
Okay. I don't know who the whole cast is.
Is it Chuck Liddell or is it
Randy Couture.
Randy Couture?
Anyway,
I'm sorry, not
doesn't
Chuck
matter.
Liddell.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
Cut those two guys out, Chuck and Randy. Get them out of there. Rhonda is the only person on the cast who's a real fighter in the next movie. Make her the villain. and it's all actual fighting. All these buff actors
Yeah.
Real
are
fights.
just getting their ass kicked.
Just getting judo thrown.
by this chick who's an actual fighter.
That's cool.
And it like breaks the fourth wall. Like, are we even making a movie anymore, or is Ronda Rousey just beating up Stallone?
I think it's really hurt.
Even though it's not quite that, to the credit, when Stallone directed the first one, he really fought. He wrestled with Stone Cold. Like, he was like, I want you to use the moves on me. I want you to throw me into this wall. I want you to whatever. And Stallone got incredibly fucked up.
Yeah, fucked his neck up.
He broke so much shit, and it was like, okay, you're really into this movie. All right.
And then
Standout
he should
star.
have taken a stunner, and then it all would have been worth it.
I didn't even know. I won't spoil. There's actors in it we didn't even know were in it that
Yeah.
were great.
Yeah.
But I think they're advertising, but I didn't know he was in it. But Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, stole the
show.
He was
like
great.
A super funny character.
Yeah, he was great. And hey, Kelsey Grammer was great.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but it doesn't matter.
He's all over the.
Is he on the thing? Oh, okay. I didn't know he was in it either, and that blew me away.
Yeah, they were great, and I will hand it to them. Something that made the movie good is Stallone wrote it again,
Yeah.
just like the first one, and just like the first one, Stallone knows not to rely on fucking gags. There's one reference in the movie. There's one kind of like in-jokey thing.
Yeah.
But that's it. And the movie stands on its own. And
They
I
gave
think that's
Arnold a
better.
couple one-liners. It was whatever.
But whatever. But it's Arnold. Let him do it. Whatever.
That
Anyway.
being said, it was like Stallone as a writer is pretty generic in his. We're gonna all retire.
Yeah.
I'm kicking the team away.
Yeah.
But I need to go on one last mission, get the new team. All right, new team's in trouble.
You said you didn't want to spoil it a minute ago, and you just
Well,
gave the plot.
Yeah,
Great,
I
now
that's
I
what it's
know.
about. Wow.
I mean, just they could have done without all
You
the
might scare me
fucking
into seeing
Yeah.
new team bullshit.
Yeah, Stallone likes to split up the group.
Yeah.
He did it in the first
Well,
one.
I think it's hard to get all those actors together for the
I'm
full amount
sure
of
it
time.
is.
Because they probably only got the big names for, like you say, 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford is sticking around for 6 months in Budapest.
Anyway.
I had a chance to go to a concert. I know you guys went to a concert
Yeah.
this week. I know we're running short on time, so
Uh-oh.
yeah. Try to make this quick. I had a chance to see the Zombies in concert. Legendary band, historic band left over from the 60s. The Zombies. Check them out if you haven't heard of them. Time of the Season. Tell Her No. All good songs. Okay concert.
They're
Okay.
old guys, right?
They're old, but I don't mind because I've actually seen a lot of old people in concert recently. Saw Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Saw Black
Yeah.
Sabbath.
Right.
Saw Iron Maiden. I saw Ringo
They're
Starr.
all good, yeah.
Zombies, they kind of fell below. All of them, I'll tell you why. Somebody needs to let the Zombies know that they're fucking famous. That way, they don't need to explain to me every fucking song that they're about to play.
Oh.
And why it's worth listening to.
Less talk, more rock.
Also, I don't care about your bands that were after the Zombies.
That's the problem.
You don't need to play any Argent songs, which was the band I guess they formed after the Zombies, which I found out about at the history lesson that I got at the Zombies concert. And especially don't play Argent songs because they were made famous by Kiss. Which they closed the concert almost second to last song with God Made Rock and Roll. God made rock and roll, do you? Put it in the soul.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you guys aren't familiar with that shit song.
That's
No, I've heard that Kiss song. It sucks.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the Zombies were good when they were playing zombie songs, and when they were talking or playing non-zombie songs. The last thing I want to hear at a concert from some old dude is, so who here is familiar with the Alan Parsons Project?
Oh, my God.
Oh, please. God,
Oh,
save
my.
me.
Trent didn't say anything other than thank you a couple times.
That's how you do it. That's how you do a show.
Yeah, because
Too much
you're there
talking.
to hear the music.
Yeah.
Seriously, the Zombies are like, this next song, Dave Grohl really likes it.
Did he mention Dave Grohl?
Yeah, Dave Grohl said in an interview, he really likes this next one.
So you'll like it too.
So play the song. And don't talk about Dave Grohl next time. This next song, just to give you an idea, we forgot about this next song.
Oh, good.
And then we found out, what's his fucking name? Tom Petty covered it. And we figured if it's good enough for Tom Petty, it's good enough for the Zombies. This was before every song.
Jeez.
They should market better too.
Oh, and at one point,
This next song is off a later album of ours, which actually got pretty good reviews.
Oh my god.
Actually,
We used to bring the reviews around with us. We'd keep them at the merch table so people could check them out.
what? He fucking said that?
Yeah, and I couldn't tell if he was joking, but I don't think he was. Like, oh, hey guys, enjoy the next song. I'm gonna go to the merch table and check out the reviews.
Holy shit!
That's the reviews booth.
What is the merch table for the
it's the
zombies
polar opposite
like?
of. So we saw 9 Inch Nails.
And Soundgarden.
Yeah, they barely said a damn word. 9 Inch Nails was just a machine, and it was one of the best live shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was so good.
It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, and I was telling them already, but abbreviated version. Best intro to a live show I've ever seen. They, after Soundgarden played, they ripped up the stage and took all their stuff away. Stage was just empty. There was like a keyboard set just in the corner on a stand, whatever. The set was empty. I mean, you could see backstage.
We
Everything
started
was
kind of
lifted
going
up.
like, hey, they better get fucking to it because
Yeah,
it's getting late.
they still haven't set up their stage or
Yeah,
anything like
it's
that.
just open space.
House lights are up. All of a sudden, in just plain clothes, Trent Reznor walks out.
He just like hits play on
It was
the
like,
thing.
wait, what? People were like getting beers, like, what the fuck?
And
No,
the
that's
song
not.
started.
Is that him? That's not him. And I mean, it's just him by himself in a stage with nothing. And little by little, they added layer and layer and layer. Another guy comes in.
Another guy comes out and then plugs in and then starts his thing that makes noise.
And then the walls behind him. Wait, there's walls behind him now? Where did that come from? And then boom, it's just their silhouettes on the walls. And then the walls are LEDs and there's shit coming off of them. And it was incredible.
And then they
It was
kept
really
the
cool.
house lights up and everything for
Yeah.
like the whole first half of that song
Yeah.
until it kicks in and then
everything went out.
Oh, that's
It was
cool.
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
And that's
fucking
when we saw that
cool.
there were screens behind him and everything
Yeah.
like that. They started
And
moving.
it was an awesome show.
Now, this next song is an Argent song.
This
But
next
really,
song
he
has
didn't
some bad
say.
words.
Trent Reznor didn't say anything
Nope.
other than "thank you" a couple times.
Yeah.
Soundgarden was an equally awesome show. I mean,
Yeah.
totally a different vibe, but another band that I grew up with. So I knew every fucking song they played. But Chris Cornell, although has a beautiful voice, was a little talky about anti-war things and
Yeah.
whatever else. It's just alienating certain groups.
But
of
you know
fucking
what?
Audience.
But he did kind of have some. It was interesting tidbits.
It was
instead
enough.
of just like yarning.
Yeah,
about,
it was fine, but he talked a little.
Yeah, a little
For
bit.
some people, I heard people, in all honesty, to the left of us that were complaining.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't
could see
care.
it.
Whatever.
I didn't care.
I just want, last thing about the Zombies, though, because I did rag on them a lot. When they played their classic songs, it was awesome.
Yeah.
They still sound really good. The dude's voice is stellar, and their musicianship
Is key.
They were
really.
shredding, like
Wow.
improvising, like doing stuff that's not on the recordings, and it was really good. So it did, for moments, transcend it into a cool experience of like, wow, I can't believe I'm getting to see the Zombies play these songs.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Before we wrap up, I want to say just real quick. We did. Gary and I did go to Power Morphicon.
Yep.
The Power Rangers convention. Yes, I was there. Hello to everybody who said hi there. I did have a panel. It was a very special engagement. But I'm gonna put instead of talking about it, I'm gonna put a video of it on my personal YouTube channel. So look for that pretty soon. But I want to again thank you to everybody who was a MEGA64 fan. And actually, I had a ton of people. The family of the guy who ran the convention all knew me, but not for MEGA64. They were all pissed because they all wanted to get into Club 33 and were never able to. But
Yeah.
looked up Club 33 videos
there
and
was
watched
like
mine.
multiple people there that were going up to, hey, you got into Club 33, like to rock
Yeah,
up.
and they thought
That's famous.
they thought I snuck in, and I was like, "What? Well, yeah, you say in the video, I'm sneaking into Club 33 here to me. Yeah, that's facetious. I am joking around.
There's a lot to see at Power Morphicon. This is the
Yeah.
first time I've ever been to a Power Rangers convention.
Yeah.
It was cool on the show floor to see like all the toys that
Yeah.
they have there and all the props from the show.
Yeah.
And how that community's really tight knit and trustworthy because they just leave the props like out in the
Yeah, all their
I
shit
know
was
where I'm
out.
going next year.
with like a sign that says like don't touch, but they pretty much like
Swipe.
nothing's roped off. It's
Yeah.
really cool. You can get there and inspect like all the cool
I
stuff.
got a prop from the show.
Yeah.
I have a prop
Stole
from the
it.
show.
Didn't
my
even
God.
buy it.
That's right.
Stole it.
Hey.
Oh.
Who owns the Psycho Rangers now? Yeah, that's right. On the data cards. Me.
Rocco got the data
Rocco
cards.
has-
Got
Find a
5
screenshot of the data
cards.
cards they put the Psycho Rangers
We're
on.
already over time. I'm not gonna.
We're only 5 minutes over time.
Okay.
One more thing to talk about.
Okay. Zombies?
Oh, we can add 10 more now.
Okay.
No.
I just real quick want to talk about the Ebola crisis in Africa.
Yes.
I heard on NPR that it has spread to a new country. It has now gone into the Republic of Congo. This is getting crazy.
General Buck Naked's there.
It's getting fucking out of control. Garrett, guess what I heard? The next country they're afraid that it's going to spread into.
Djibouti?
No.
Where?
Ghana.
No!
And on NPR,
What about the film?
this is the thing. On NPR, they were interviewing officials from Ghana, like the government officials, asking them, like, are you prepared for the Ebola crisis? Are you prepared to handle it? Their answer, yes. We are completely prepared to handle Ebola. We're going to be safe. We're going to take care of our people. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I've seen movies filmed in
In
Ghana.
Ghana. Yeah. Well, I'm worried
They're
about the film
not
community.
fucking prepared to handle shit.
They have nurses on staff, though.
They're not prepared to
One in
handle
particular.
a fucking sore throat epidemic, let alone fucking Ebola coming through the gates. Anyways, I just want to get that out there. Ghana,
Jesus.
enjoy the Ghana film industry while you can.
While you
'cause
can.
It's probably not going to be there
Go
very
get
much
Darkest
longer.
Day on DVD.
Darkest Day. What was the actor, lead actor?
Van Vicker.
Van
Yeah,
Vicker.
Van Vicker. Is he fleeing the country to save
I
himself, maybe?
He's in his palace.
He
He's
should go to
fine.
Dolly.
We don't want him to get Van Sicker.
Bollywood?
Hey, real quick before we go.
Oh my God.
Hey, our friends and rap aficionados, Buckwheat Groats, have a Kickstarter to fund their upcoming album. They want to do albums. They want to do all kinds of stuff. They have a Kickstarter out there. Let's link to it. We'll link to it on the site or in the video description or whatever. But go out and look for Buckwheat Groats. They did a lot of great rap videos.
Yeah.
They got Tom Hanks.
Deadliest rappers in the
Swag
game.
like an Asian. The $1 Million Menu.
Pig on a
Take yourself out of the
chain.
game.
Yeah, take yourself out of the game. That's my favorite still. So
Mine's
Buckwheat
$1
Groats,
Menu.
Yeah.
you can help them out today. Go to their Kickstarter, and there's a lot of great prizes for it's not really donating. You will get stuff.
Right.
So by all means, give them your money. Those guys deserve it. They can't all have pig chains. I want to make sure they get them. So fund them today. Buckwheat Groats, they deserve it more than anybody on there right now. I'm telling you.
Damn, more than anyone?
Homie became a turtle. He needs. They're gonna need that money.
One final thing, and then we can wrap this up. This is
We'll
for
start
Sean.
the
We can
wrap-up
find this-
process.
Sean.
Wrap it up.
Yeah,
Start it.
There's a final note on the agenda. It says Sean's gonna remember.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember. A comedian in Australia has a talk show. He was saying that the Westboro Baptist Church is going to protest Robin Williams' funeral because he was anti-Christian or something like that. He said, I will pay for your plane ticket to Iraq to protest the killings of Christians there because I think you need to put your money where your mouth is. The Westboro Baptist Church has responded and saying, okay, we'll go. So we'll see what happens next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. And one thing I want to say before we wrap this up is good night.
Shouts out to. Is the camera on me?
Yeah.
Shouts out to my mom. Thank you for doing the laundry. I've been really busy this week. I couldn't do it myself.
Back to me, please. I am Groot.
But next week, I'm gonna go turtle on those clothes. Washing them up like a fucking ninja.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga! It's gonna be so wet in there, it's like I'm surfing.
Wait, back to me, real quick. This is not a joke. I know somebody who installed an extension for Chrome called the I Am Groot extension, and it makes all the text say I Am Groot, and they got it stuck and couldn't turn it off. What a dumb fuck. I'm not joking. What a dumb fuck.
Got it stuck!
Now, camera on Sean. Good night.
It's already ended by now. Don't worry about it.